Welcome back. Let us finish exploring this town. I just realized I forgot to mention to talk about what I think Undyne's role will be in Chapter 2. So Undyne doesn't exist in the dark world, she only exists in the real world, in the town world. Will she be back? Well, yeah, duh. As long as we enter the town in Chapter 2, we should absolutely see her. In what capacity? Because right here, I mean, you can talk to her and it's cool and everything, but she doesn't really do anything, plot-wise, you know? Will she have an actual plot role to serve in Chapter 2? Now that's a good question. Frankly speaking, I don't know. I mean, any role would be bigger than the one she has now. Hey, it's a police station. You knocked on the door to the police station. Someone came up to the window. They just closed the blinds. Oh, they don't want us in. Seems like the police aren't really feeling it right now. That's not what the police should ever be like in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, what role do I think the town will play as a whole? Because right now in Chapter 1, the town is just this really cool thing, the set piece you can explore, look at, prod at, but there's no actual plot happening in it. Also, I love the fish mat. That's obviously Undyne's in front of the police station. Police tape is blocking the way. The tape simply reads, "Yeah." Oh, Undyne, we all love you. Great character. Highly underrated, in my opinion. But there's a chance that I believe in Chapter 2 we might have actual story, like side quests, maybe, in the town, or main quests. Maybe Chapter 2 will have more integration between the Dark World stuff and the real world town stuff. Maybe we'll be hopping back and forth. I don't know. Like we could, this could be like a Balanarik. We could be hopping back and forth between the real world and quote unquote cyber world. That's a double pun, because cyber world is the thing about Balanarik and apparently in Deltarune. Let's visit the hospital. It's up next. It's one of those sliding bead toys that naturally spawns inside of doctors' offices. The beads march grimly along their set path. That's a very grim and deterministic way of looking at fate. Even though we just looked at a simple toy, we'll do some philosophizing based off that. Or maybe the narrator did. I'm not sure if we should equate Chris with the narrator per se. It's an obligatory hospital piano. Naturally, shrunk to fit in the corner. As a result, it's missing most of the good keys. Play it? I don't feel like it. Your hands linger over the keys, doing nothing. Toby Fox he can play the piano. You know, he makes all the music and he does have a real piano which he can play. And you can tell that he's a pianist because that's the sort of thing that, you know, pianists do. They're like in a position to play, but they don't actually play for whatever reason because they're preparing or they're thinking about what they should do. And it's one of those things that you can just tell that the writer is a pianist from that alone. Hello, Teeth Monster. We found you in Undertale in the bar, Grillby's bar in Snowden. You were talking about how food turns straight into energy. Although I'm not sure if you're the same one per se. Your coloring is different. You're pink. That one was, I don't remember the color, but it was different. Oh, it's you. Are you here to play the piano again? We were here in the past and we played the piano, huh? The patients can't hear it from here, but I personally enjoy it. Sometimes the police chief comes in to play the piano. Who is the chief? Is that Undyne? Is she the chief, or is that someone else? Her playing is nice, but when she starts singing... Yeah. I think it's Undyne. We have to ask her to leave. That's awesome. Undyne does play the piano in Undertale, so that's likely. Alright, let's start playing ourselves then. Blink. Oh, that sounded, well... to be frank, bad. And if we talk back, you usually play the piano a bit more beautifully. Is everything okay? You do seem a little sick. Pay attention to this. We will have all these monsters talk about us, and by us I mean Chris, and say stuff like this constantly. So we used to play the piano more better, and there's something off about us. We look a bit sick, apparently, according to the receptionist. It's a diagram showing a bunch of lines and a circle. That's a very literal interpretation, but yeah, that is what's happening. What happened to you? It's a regular sink. What happened to your hands? It's a clone of the other sink. Perhaps there was originally one tall sink that was cut down to create both of them. That was cut in half. Did Papyrus have something to do with this? You look inside a cupboard. A very small obligatory piano is hiding inside. It's a classic 1 to 10 pain scale using Ice E as a model. At a 0 pain, he is happy. At 10 pain, he is happy and sweating. Toby Fox seems to love this Ice E character. He appeared on the crossword puzzle that Sans set for us in Snow in the Forest in Undertale. Just like a random drawing of Ice E. That's it. That's like as deep as the character of Ice E goes. Oh, what voice will I give him? This castle's white wizards relegated me to this healing chamber. But why? But my blood is boiling for battle. My voice of Ice E is like blended together with that of Lancer and Rules card. It's hard keeping all these voices separate, okay? Trust me, it's not easy. A small jump cut had to clear my nose. It's a bit runny, which is a bit annoying for commentary's sake, but I'll march on. So chapter 2 predictions for Mr. Icy. Eventually he'll get better, and then the world will never be the same again. Those are my predictions. Dad, I can't just say that to her. Oh my god, I die. I literally die. Noelle, sweetheart. First time I laid eyes on your mother, I walked right up and told her she was a hot piece of work. Really? Yeah, she slapped me so hard I blacked out. Dad, that doesn't help at all. Anyhow, how's Dragon Blazer 3? Beat it yet? Nah, I'm still at the Ice Palace. I've been kind of waiting to finish it with you, Dad. Noelle, maybe you shouldn't wait. Dad? You should bring it here, I'm bored as hell. Har har har, fine, you win. I'll bring it next time. Oh, it's getting late. Guess I better go back. I've got homework. Oh, that's the group project voice. Bird guy again. What's his name? Nerdly? It's, Birdly. He's not that bad, Dad. I'll kick his ass. I like him already. Ha ha ha. Dad, you're not even supposed to get up. Bring him by the window. I'll throw something at him. Goodbye, Dad. Bye, honey. Oh, hi, Chris. Surprised to see us, huh? I mean, you should be. After all, why are we here? So that was a sweet little scene between Noelle and her dad. Both characters new to Deltarune. So what's going on between you two? Clearly, well, something wrong with her dad, that's obvious. You wouldn't be in the hospital otherwise. Oh, so you're just here to use the sink, huh? Come on, Chris, be a little friendlier. It's an angel doll. Its lack of facial features is unsettling. That angel, Noelle and Des made it in a youth group. Des, a friend of Noelle we do not know about. Well, Des is not in our class, we know that for a fact. It's kind of like a luck charm to me now, a good luck charm. Oh, right now you and Azzy tried to make one too. Oh right, you and Azzy tried to make one too, but you wasted the whole time making huge wings for it. Oh my god, that's adorable. Azriel tried to make try to put big wings on a thing like this. He's making that's a mental image I like. Patient name Rudolph Rudy Holiday. Well, there's his full name, Rudolph Holiday. Reindeer, got it? Holiday, reindeer, yeah. All right. Hey Chris, you forgot my name or something? Don't worry, I remember. Chris, you jealous now? Chris, you jealous? You don't have your own wall plaque? Amazing what's being done with our taxpayer dollars, huh? Yeah, despite the fact that Rudolph is a new character and he doesn't do anything in the story, he has a lot of characterization already, especially once we start talking to him. He already feels like a full character despite the fact he is so new. Same for Noelle, but even more so Rudy. It's a bunch of roses in a glass container. Hey, I'm happy your dad brought me flowers, but Roses? What is this, man? Beauty and the Beast? That ain't gonna work, man. We're both beasts. We technically do not know who our dad is yet, so I'll stay silent on that. It's a chair. It just is a chair. It's a bunch of roses. They seem healthy. I thought it said hairy. I was like, wait, what? Chris, I love your dad, but Asgore, if you want to go to prom with me, just ask. Asgore is our dad. That's either meaningful or not. That's all I'll say that. So yeah, Asgore is obviously an Undertale character as well. That's as far as I'll say. Well, jingle my gosh darn bells. Looks like Christmas came early. Alright, Chris, just give me the straight shot. Why are you here? Did your mom make you come here? Yes or no? So, Rudolph is very... well, Rudy, we should call him, I guess, is very sort of surprised to see us here because it's not in our nature to visit him naturally. Quote-unquote naturally. When we are not in control, is what I mean. So, are we gonna pretend? Not pretend. I mean, it's true, Troyal did not send us here, so in a way, it is correct. Alright, I'll make this route my route where I'm nice 100% of the time. So I'll say, no, I came here on my own volition. Really? You've grown up a lot as a person, Chris. I'm proud of you. It wasn't too long you were just a creepy kid next door. Now you're the creepy kid right in front of me. Okay, seriously, you wanna chat or something? Jump cut. If we say yes, our mom did make us come here. That's what I thought. She's a peach, huh? Fuzzy and sweet on the outside, a total nut on the inside. Oh, your dad? Yeah, he's a real fruit himself, too. Which one? I don't know. Probably a hairy one, like a kiwi. Okay, seriously. You wanna chat or something? Back to life commentary. Noelle. Let's talk about Noelle, our classmate. She seems nice. I mean, we haven't gotten a chance to really know her at all, but I mean, she seems nice from what we've seen so far. She's a sweetheart, isn't she, Chris? Smart, kind, sweet. Couldn't ask for a better daughter. I just wish she wasn't so defenseless. Scary movies, bugs, Santa Claus, everything scares her. I mean, when it does happen, she freezes like a deer in headlights. Remember, she even used to be afraid of humans under the bed. And Chris, it was not nice for you to hide under there, by the way. Anyhow, that's what's tough about being in here, Chris. Not what's going on with me, but while I am in here, I can't be there to protect her. Keep an eye on her. Keep an eye out on her. Chris, would you? Alright, man, I mean, I'll do my best. I don't think we are, like, I don't think we're friends per se, but I'll do my best for sure. Don't worry, there's no way you can bore me right now while I'm in the hospital and stuff, so, yeah, man, what's wrong with you? So, why am I in here? Well, you know, they found some crap, so it's just some tests. Yeah, it's no big deal. Nothing a holiday can't handle. I'll be out of here in a jiff. Then I can go back to, I don't know, yelling at you for getting tangled up in our license plate. We are getting a backstory on Chris as their own character as well. We were hiding under the bed and like trying to scare Noelle. That's the sort of amazing backstory me and Noelle have, and our particularly nice one. Chris, even if our family has grown apart, we still love them. After all, me and Asgore were college pals, right? Oh hey, now that Azrael is off to college. Is it college or university? No. You think he's doing any crazy parties like me and your dad? I'll just pull your leg. Your dad was no party animal. Oh, your mother on the other hand, woo! Oh, Toriel, she don't always fuss about going, but once the party started, yikes, man. Once she hit me clear across the room with a key lime pie. I got smashed into a snack table and toppled everything. Tasty pie though, couldn't complain. Oh my god. I love doing voice acting for this guy. He's so expressive. Like it feels like we as a player have known him for like hours, despite the fact this is the first time he said anything. Hey Chris, you wanna chat or something? Don't worry, there's no way you can bore me right now. Nothing. And what the hell are you here for, Chris? Just a gawk? You thought it was a zoo or something? Come on, Chris. And that's it for the Rudolph Rudy holiday. Man, we got some backstory, not just on him and Noelle, but also Toriel. Toriel was a legit party animal. Can you believe that? Toriel of all people. Church-going Toriel of all people. Being like that, just, man. Another jump cut. I'm having some trouble with my throat again. That's whenever I make a jump cut from now on, it's because I'm coughing or sneezing or something off screen. We don't want that clogging up the recording, do we? Oh yeah, but how can I not talk about Noelle and Rudy? Rudolph. What's? Hold on, am I getting his name wrong? Am I insane? Rudy is his nickname, right? Just for clarity. Yeah, Rudolph is his real name. Rudolph or Rudy. What's gonna happen to them in Chapter 2? All right, Noelle. We know for a fact, we've seen in the trailer, Noelle is gonna walk up to Susie and be like, yo, wanna join me? And then, yeah. nice summary. Anyway, do I think she is gonna join us? Let's be honest, we're all thinking it. The whole fandom has been predicting Noelle joining the gang, Ralsei and Susie in our adventures. Do I think that? I do think Noelle will play a much bigger role in Chapter 2, for sure. Will she join us in the Dark World? That's the question the trailer asks us. Will Noelle find out about what we are doing in the Dark World? Ah, man. Honestly, I don't know. It could go either way. If the game will have a bigger focus on the real world, this world, the town, then there's a good chance that the whole Noelle and her father stuff will stay in this world, and that'll be that, and she will not join us. Maybe she'll join us in like Chapter 3. I don't know. There is also a chance she will join us. Like maybe, I really don't know if she will join us as like an actual playable character, because I'm pretty sure we'll never have more than 3. So if she does join us, we'll have to get rid of like Ralsei or Susie, and that seems like a bit hard to accept. Maybe we'll have swappable party members or something. Possible, for sure. But yes, I do believe Noelle, in some way, shape, or form, will have a much bigger role. And her dad, I mean, let's be fully honest, the writing is on the wall, isn't it? There's a very good chance that they're trying to get us attached right here and now to her father, and that he will, well, die, pass away in Chapter 2, and Noelle will have to deal with that. There has been some songs released before Chapter 2 released of Chapter 2, and one of those songs was, I forgot what it was called, but it was making a reference to Noelle, I think, and it was a sad song, so there's a very good chance that that sad song will be the song that plays, well, when Noelle finds out, or otherwise is talking about her dad dying or having died or something to that effect. So I will be a little bit surprised if by the end of Chapter 2, Rudy will appear completely fine and he'll, you know, maybe get out of hospital. I don't really foresee that happening. Those are my predictions. So yeah, Noelle will be a bigger character for sure. And Rudy, well, I'm not so sure about your fate, man. Sorry. Left or right? Oh man, that's a choice. There's some big characters on either side. We both, I think, let's go left first. Yeah, that seems fair. There's a big diner. Let's ignore that guy for now. QC's Diner. Well, let's walk in. Anything new? No. We see a few faces we recognize. Let's talk to Carrie. She is a girl in our class who was always on her smartphone. You're alive. Nice. So it's not just that she doesn't talk to us because she is on her smartphone distracted. No, that's just her character in general. I'm working. No matter what she's doing, she is never too keen on talking to Chris. This uniform is mandatory. That's all we're gonna get out of her. Alright, well, you do you. Hope you can finish your group project with Jockington. He's busy doing his Sarkaball image copy-pasting thing, I guess. It's Dragon and his Dragon Dad and his family. We'll take the special, and do you have any edible glitter? The youngest one would eat anything if it doesn't look like treasure. Ah, dragons only eating treasure, classic. these were in Undertale, or just the dad actually. The dad was in Undertale on the phone in the elevator talking to his family, which we couldn't see, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be late home. The elevator's late," stuff like that. And now we get to see his family. Hooray! In a pinch, sprinkles will work too. Rave reviews and autographs from from various normal townspeople. That's a very subtle joke. It doesn't even seem like a joke because it's not. But if you compare this to a similar scenario in Undertale, the restaurant, which also had rave reviews from people visiting the restaurant, except the difference is in Undertale, all the reviews came from the same person, Mettaton, the guy running the restaurant. So he was essentially astroturfing. So that's sort of a deep cut joke. You were also from Undertale, but you were more of a subtle character. You only appeared if we backtracked after the Mettaton musical sequence. And then you were asking for Mettaton's dress, because Mettaton was dressed up in a big bridal gown. And this guy here wanted his bridal dress. He said Mettaton wearing that dress on TV was cool, and he thought that he would look cool in that dress too. And in the end, after the game was over and you went back to everyone again, as it turns out, Mettaton did end up giving this guy his dress. So, man, surprising amount of backstory for such a minor character, huh? That a lot of people might have missed. So, for you two girls, that will be the crepes, a cinnamon latte, 2 bunny parfaits, and a piece of firewood. That will be for the fire lady over there. And how would you like the firewood done? Crispy or rare? I don't know. So yeah, these two, I'm gonna just tell everyone what we're doing in Undertale. But in Undertale, this one was a skateboarder, and this one was like a schoolgirl outfit standing next to the skateboarder, and they're both girls, like he just said. They were happy because of no school due to plot reasons. That's about it. I like the vibe of the waitresses here. Maybe I should sign up too. Serving drinks wouldn't really suit a fire elemental like me. If I got nervous, I would just melt all the ice and maybe boil the drinks. Haha, what if I just serve coffee? Nah, it sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Yeah, it's a real lawsuit that happened. The coffee in the real world, that real lawsuit, was genuinely way too hot though. People always blame the person that got like burned from the hot coffee. But the coffee Jenny was like way too hot. She had a point. Anyway, back to the game. Dude, remember when you used to skip the first hour of class to come here? You were fine, but I almost had to repeat the last year because of it. Those crepes were mad worth it though. Delinquency is the best condiment. So you two are, well, at least the purple one is still sort of a delinquent, as she herself said. Dude, if we didn't bring Gerson our leftovers, I bet I would have failed hard. Wait a second. Gerson? The turtle, Gerson Boom, the one whose graveyard we just visited. So you're telling me he died rather recently, because you two are still young. So if he was still your teacher, like when you were, a bit younger, then he must have died in like the last year or like 5 or so. At the very most, like in the last 10 years, Gerson Boom must have died. And he used to be a teacher, huh? Man, that's actually new. I've never seen this line of dialogue before, so this gives me something new to chew on. I'm sure it exists in the original demo too, but no one ever talked to her twice, so I never got to see it. Even I missed it when I played it myself. Ice Wolf. Who doesn't remember Ice Wolf? Ice Wolf was the naked, the fully naked wolf who was in Snowden, throwing ice blocks coming from some sort of conveyor belt, picking them up, turning around, and then throwing them into the sea, where the ice cubes would continue floating. And later on, we would learn that the ice cubes were floating towards hot land, like the hot fireplace, and those ice cubes were there to like cool down the whole place, like the way of a fan cools down a computer, I guess. Ice Wolf does not like ice and drink. Ice Wolf likes ice to be drink. He doesn't have the most developed lexicon per se, but he gets around talking. Just like everyone else, Ice Wolf also like ice-themed mascots. Well, we've seen We've seen one of them. They're kind of in the hospital, but they're there. What about you? You were in the core in Meadowtown's cafe, restaurant cafe, and you were talking about like how the core is a big maze that can be swapped around. And you worked there as like an engineer type. What kind of voice do I give you? Mickey Mouse? Nah, too obvious. Looking at my rugged body, you must wonder what kind of secrets I hold. My secret is, I put all of my leftover pancakes in his giant hat. Ooh, that's very sneaky of you. Whoa, I sure love pancake, reference to the way he talked in, Undertale. Now you're more, not subtle per se, but you did not have a sprite like this. I think this is the bunny shopkeeper lady from Undyne Town. She gives, backstory on Snowdin and all that. She talked about sands, pirates, and good times. And now she is still here as a, how do you say it? As a shopkeeper, essentially, except she is maintaining a diner. Hey there, I haven't seen you in a while, hon. I remember, back on Sundays after service, you and your family would come in here and order the special. Of course, things happened, and then y'all just stopped coming together. But every Sunday, you and your brother would still come in. He'd order you a hot chocolate, and you two would sit down at that table in a corner over there, drawing shapes in the window with your breath. You must really miss him, huh? Because he's in college and all. Here, how about this? You got the hot chocolate. On the house, hon. Aw, that's sweet. She gave me like a hot chocolate for like memory's sake, because we were regular customers and we have like sort of connection with her. Because we, come here so often. Don't be a stranger now, alright, hon? So we got some serious backstory. So our family, one, it used to be together, implying that it is not anymore, and not just because Asriel went to college. We used to come here a lot after church, and, well, after we separated for whatever reason, at least Chris and Asriel were still, good brothers. Or siblings. Sometimes I imply that Chris is a male, a brother. Whenever I say that, that's a mistake. Chris's gender is actually completely unspecified, so I do not mean to imply Chris is male because we don't know at all. It's never, ever specified anywhere. One way or the other. We already read this. So yeah, we would sit, me and Asriel would sit in this chair right here, this booth, looking at the window, like drawing shapes and stuff. Asriel sounds like a brother that cares about Chris. I mean, from what we've seen. I mean, from both Undertale and this game, we could say that Asriel is definitely a good person. It might be a bit controversial, but I fully stand by that. Don't you even dare imply that there exist counterexamples, because that doesn't count. You know what I mean?